Now there is one more graph like that. That is, see, I draw that graph here between volume and temperature. P1, P2, P3. We have to find the relation between P1, P2, P3. That means P1 less than P2 less than P3 na, or P1 greater than P2 greater than P3 na. What we have to do among volume and temperature, keeping one thing is constant. I am going to keep volume is constant. Then this corresponding line indicates that temperature. This is T3. This corresponding line indicates temperature T2. This corresponding line indicates temperature T1. If volume is constant, then between temperature and pressure, which relation is there? Between pressure and temperature, directly relation is there. That means if pressure increases, temperature also increases. So here from left to right, temperature increases. Here T3 is more, automatically P3 will be more. Here T2 is less compared to T3, then automatically P2 will be less compared to P3. Here T1 is less among all temperatures, automatically P1 will be less among all pressures. So relation is what? P1 less than P2 less than P3. It can also explain by keeping temperature constant. How? P1, P2, P3. Now temperature constant. This line indicates V1. This line indicates V2. This line indicates V3. If temperature constant, between pressure and volume, which relation is there? Inverse relation. That means if volume increases, pressure decreases. If volume decreases, pressure increases. From here to here, volume increases. So among V3, V2, V1, which one will be more? V1 will be more. Automatically P1 will be less. Among all these volumes, which one will be less? V3 will be less. Automatically P3 will be more. Then here also you get this type of relation. So this can be explained. This type of graphs can be explained by keeping one thing constant. Then automatically you will get a relation. Next topic in this chapter, that is ideal gas. Ideal gas means the gas which obeys all gas laws. All gas laws means Boyle's law, Charles law, Gay-Lussac's law, Avogadro's law. The gas which obeys all gas laws is called ideal gas. This is also called perfect gas because it obeys all gas laws. That is why it is used to call it as perfect gas. Next, ideal gas equation. The equation which is obtained by combining all gas equations. Is called ideal gas equation. From Boyle's law, what is the relation? V is proportional to 1 by P. From Charles' law, V is proportional to T. From Avogadro's law, V is proportional to N. From 1 to 3, V is proportional to 1 by P into T into N. Because all are proportional to volume. From 1 to 3, we can write this expression. If you remove this proportionality, then you get one constant here. That constant is what? R. R is what? Universal gas constant. So V equal to R into T into N by P. So PV equal to nRT. This is called ideal gas equation, where R is universal gas constant, P is pressure of the gas, V is volume of the gas, T is temperature of the gas, and N is number of moles of gas. Now this is called what? Ideal gas equation. Here there are some more points regarding this one. They are PV equal to nRT, that is ideal gas equation. From this R equal to what? PV by R, NT, PV by NT. From this we can write dimensions, nothing but units. Pressure units are what? Atmospheres. Volume units are liters. And number of moles, nothing but moles. Temperature, kelvins. So units of R is what? Liters, atmosphere, mole inverse, Kelvin inverse. Here there are 5 values. For R, they are 0.0821 or 22.4 by 273. Both are, if you calculate this value, then you get this value. This value in these dimensions, liters, atmospheres, mole inverse, Kelvin inverse. Nothing but 82.1 milliliters, atmospheres, moles inverse, Kelvin inverse. If you convert liters into milliliters, then you get this expression. Then this one 1.98 or 2, almost 1.9 value, almost 2. This is the value in calories per moles per Kelvin. This is the value in joules, that is 8.314 joules per moles per Kelvin. And this one 8.314 into 10 to the power of 7 x per moles per Kelvin. So these are the 5 values for R. You have to remember all these values. Sometimes we may find the R value sometimes in milliliters or liters, calories, joules. For that purpose you have to remember all these values. This is about values of R. Next, one more expression is there here. PV equal to nRT. This is ideal gas equation. For 1 mole PV equal to RT. For 1 mole, that means N is equal to 1. If N equal to 1, then it will become 1 mole equation, that is PV equal to RT. From this PV by T equal to R. Here R is what? Constant. If PV by T equal to R, then automatically P1 V1 by T1 equal to P2 V2 by T2. At STP or NTP, that means STP means standard temperature pressure or normal temperature pressure. Their pressure is 1 atmosphere. Volume is 22.4 liters. We know that this point because we got already this expression in first chapter. And temperature is 273 Kelvin. STP means standard temperature pressure. NTP means normal temperature pressure. At those conditions, pressure is 1 atmosphere, volume is 22.4 liters, and temperature is 273 Kelvin temperature. This is all about gas laws. Based on that, some numericals are there. Now we are going to explain those numericals. First numerical is, a balloon is filled with hydrogen gas at room temperature. It will burst if pressure exceeds 0.2 bar. That means if pressure is more than 0.2 bar, then the balloon will be burst. If at 1 bar pressure, the gas occupies 2.27 liters volume, up to what volume the balloon can be expanded? Here, if you observe this question, here how many pressures are given? 2 pressures are given. How many volume? 1 volume is given, 1 volume, other volume is to be found. That means at this pressure, this is the volume. At this pressure, we have to find volume. That is the meaning of the question. So 2 pressures are given, 1 volume is given, 1 volume is to be found. So then what will be the relation P1 V1 equal to P2 V2? At this pressure, this is the volume. That means if it is P1, then this will be V1. Suppose if it is P2, then this will be V2. So see, P1 equal to 1 bar. Automatically V1 will be how much? 2.27. P2 is equal to how much? 0.2 bar. Then V2 will be find out. So if you substitute all these values, then you get expression. That is the way to calculate the numericals. One more numerical, that is, on a ship sailing in a Pacific Ocean where temperature is 23.4 degrees centigrade, a balloon is filled with 2 liters air. What will be the volume of the balloon when the ship reaches Indian Ocean where temperature is 26.1 degrees centigrade? Here also 2 temperatures are given. At this temperature, this is the volume. At this temperature, what is the volume? If it is T1, this will be V1. If it is T1, then V1 will be found. So 2 temperatures are given, 1 volume is given, other volume is to be found. Then what will be the relation V1 by T1 equal to V2 by T2? Then you get answer. Next one, that is what? At 25 degrees centigrade and 760 mmHg, that means what? This is pressure. A gas occupies 600 ml volume. That means temperature, pressure, volume, all are given. What will be its pressure at height where temperature is 10 degrees centigrade and volume of the gas is 640 ml. That means two temperatures are given, two volumes also given. One pressure is given, other pressure is to be found. If it is T1, this will be P1, this will be V1. Suppose if it is T1, this will be V1 and P1 will be find out. P1 will be found. So what will be the relation? Two temperatures given, two temperatures given, two volumes given, one pressure is given, other pressure is to be found. So what is the relation? P1 V1 by T1 equal to P2 V2 by T2. That's all. That is the way to calculate that numerical. Next model. This is very important model. Before that, I will explain one point. Partial pressure is equal to mole fraction into total pressure. Partial pressure equal to mole fraction into total pressure. Partial pressure means, suppose take one container. I take two gases. One is A, one is B. The pressure of the gas is equal to pressure exhibited by the gas A plus pressure exhibited by gas B. I repeat one point. That point, listen carefully. The pressure of the gas in that container is equal to pressure of A plus pressure of B. Here, the pressure of A is nothing but partial pressure. Here, pressure of B is nothing but partial pressure. That means, what is the meaning of partial pressure? If a gas exhibits pressure on its own, if a gas exhibits pressure on its own, that is called partial pressure, nothing but individual pressure. Pressure of A is nothing but partial pressure. So here one relation is that is partial pressure of any gas is equal to mole fraction into total pressure. Partial pressure of any gas is equal to mole fraction into total pressure. Total pressure nothing but sum of partial pressures. You know that. Then what about mole fraction? Simple. Mole fraction is equal to number of moles of one substance by total number of moles. Suppose in a gas container two gases are there, then mole fraction is represented by X. Mole fraction of A is equal to number of moles of one substance, nothing but number of moles of A by total number of moles, nothing but Na plus Nb. Mole fraction of B is equal to what? Number of moles of one substance. That one substance is what? Nb by Na plus Nb. Suppose if three gases are there, they are A, B, C. Then mole fraction of A equal to what? Na by Na plus Nb plus Nc. That means number of moles of one component by number of moles of one component. Xb equal to Nb by Na plus Nb plus Nc. Again, this mole fraction comes in 12th class. Until then, you just remember about the formula. This is the one more important formula. Based on this one problem is given, that is, see, a neon oxygen mixture, that means two gases are there, neon gas and oxygen gas, contains 70.6 grams of oxygen. That means oxygen weight is given, and is 167.5 grams neon. That means neon weight is also given. If the pressure of the mixture of the gases is 25 bar, that means pressure of the mixture of the gases means total pressure is given. Then what will be the partial pressure of the oxygen and neon? That means we have to find partial pressure of oxygen and neon. So what is the formula of partial pressure of neon equal to mole fraction of neon, like this, mole fraction of neon into total pressure. Then what about mole fraction? Mole fraction equal to number of moles of neon by number of moles of neon plus number of moles of oxygen. Number of moles formula is what? Weight by molecular weight. Weight is so much, weight of neon is so much, 167.5 by its atomic weight 20, whole divided by, again same term, because number of moles of neon plus number of moles of oxygen. Then what about number of moles of oxygen? Weight of oxygen, that means 70.6 by 32 into 25. If you calculate this one, then you get partial pressure of neon. That's it. Like that you can get partial pressure of oxygen also. Then what will be the formula of partial pressure of oxygen? Partial pressure of oxygen is equal to mole fraction of oxygen into total pressure. See, partial pressure of oxygen is equal to mole fraction of oxygen into total pressure. If you calculate that one, then you will get that expression also, that answer also. That is the way to calculate that type of numerical. Thank you.